Hi guys, we are getting ready to leave our hotel in Bonn. The hotel looked really fantastic and fancy palace on pictures, and it looked exactly like that when we rode up to it yesterday. The hotel rooms were, however, in a small building behind the palace. The reception was not manned, only an envelope with the keys. The restaurant was pretty good and a bit expensive, but the hotel as such was not at all expensive. Beds were good, as well as the room and bathrooms, but no air conditioning. This was not the best hotel we had, but very memorable because of the fancy palace. This is our writing area today. We are ready, and off we go. The roads are wet this morning after the rain during the night, but it has stopped raining now. We ride straight to the Autobahn. Once again, we ride over the Rhine, this time in Bonn. A good while later, the roads are dry and we stop for a stretch. This is just a short break to stretch a little before riding on the Autobahn. We have a long morning on the Autobahn today. There is a little something to see as we ride the Autobahn past the huge surface mine Garzweiler. There is also some production of electricity there, with solar panels and a forest of windmills. We do not really notice riding into Holland, except that suddenly the speed limit drops significantly. After stopping for a quick coffee at the petrol station, we ride on. It is a bit weird to have great roads like this, and the speed limit is only 100 kilometers an hour. It has been a dull and grey morning, but the skies are clearing up ahead. Just before Breda, we turn off the motorway for some petrol. After feeding our bikes, we have a meeting to discuss what to do about lunch. We decide to go to the Burger King house. It turns out to be something else to eat there also. Thank goodness. It's time to move on. The guys parked at the other side of the building. There they are. During lunch, we decided to leave the motorway and see how the Dutch back roads will treat us. This is not a bad start. This is so nice and relaxing when there is no traffic. Then we ride into Breda, and there is a bit more traffic there, but not very much to see. I think we are all getting a bit tired, and the mindset is on traveling home again. The view around here is not very exciting for us, so we take the motorway again. On the way to Rotterdam, we crossed this canal again, the Holland Steep. We crossed it in the other direction in episode 1 in this series. We try getting off the motorway again, but after riding industrial quarters, we come to the same conclusion: get on the motorway and find our hotel. And then before long, we reach our hotel in Rotterdam. You may remember this hotel, where we spent our first night in episode 1. The next morning, we check out and deliver our bikes to the warehouse for shipping to Iceland. We take a different type of transportation to the central station in Rotterdam, a taxi. We see some interesting buildings, and then we find our platform at the central station. Our hotel in Amsterdam is just a walking distance. And then we use the rest of the day to explore the center of Amsterdam. The next morning, we take the train to the airport and find that all trains are cancelled due to a strike, except ours. And then we fly back home to Iceland. Actually, a few days later, I arrive at the shipping company in Iceland to pick up my bike. Turned out the bikes were pretty badly strapped in Rotterdam, so they almost fell over during the shipment. But the guy told me they managed to save it. So here's my beauty, ready to go home. The bikes are forklifted out of the container, and after riding my bike home, this adventure is over. This was a fantastic adventure that lasted 34 days and has many highlights, as can be seen. We rode almost 8,000 kilometers through 7 countries, from pretty cold and wet to a baking hot heat wave, from sea level and close to the highest mountains in Europe. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Now what is next? There is some planning going on for a new European tour, but this season I will be riding locally in Iceland and the camera will be there, so maybe a season 4 from Iceland will be created. This is it from me for now, guys. Thank you for watching.